we're back. Welcome to episode 2 of N0VA in Nevada. Woo! Took a couple of days off just to, I don't know, play Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Started recording the campaign in different multiplayer games just for fun. See how it goes. Alright. Okay, we're still in Good Springs. Literally picking up exactly where we left off last time. Still have this little POS, Browning high powered, this grenade rifle. You know, you get the gist.
Hello?
That'll teach the powder gangs to avoid Good Springs in the future. Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these. Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
Alright. Let's see. Hi, Ringo. See what Trish, right? Yeah, no, Trudy.
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Good Springs is nice and quiet.
Da-da-da-da. Alright, nothing interesting. Let's get the snow globe up to the graveyard, and then I'm gonna go crack that safe, and then I don't know, I guess I'm gonna go to Prim. There ain't much here to do in Good Springs, so no point hanging around, wasting your guys' time. Yep. From up here, we should be able to see N0VA. If any of you guys haven't played, it's gonna be right there. See the Lucky 38? That's the big spire right there in the center. Looks like a roulette spindle, centerpiece of a roulette table. And yeah, you can see all the other destroyed suburbs out back. Yeah. Yay. Where's it at again? There it is. Yoink. I'll let you read that. You can just pause there and read it if you want. Yeah, there isn't really much to talk about, I suppose. Just I don't know, social awkwardness has always been a problem for me, and talking to myself really doesn't seem to help that much. In fact, it probably seems like it makes it worse. Someone walks in and is like, oh, uh-huh. And I'm just gonna leave then, because you're weird. Yeah. Da-da-da-da. Stealing your mail. There's gonna be little praying mantises up here. Little buggers are cute, but also pains in the butt. Oh, okay. Not going so well. Gone. Hey, come on. Sometimes I hate the true iron, or sometimes I hate false iron sights over here. Sometimes they're a little bit buggy. Alright, I'm here. Yeah, I know. Nice. Single bottle cap. Worth it. Alright. There's nothing else in here. Hello, Big Horner. Hi, Victor. Creep. I don't know. I never really liked Mr. House all too much. He's really good for caps. That's about it. It's good to be a sugar daddy, I guess, but nothing. I don't know. I just don't like his ending ever. I'm kind of a fan of the Brotherhood of Steel, and part of doing Mr. House's quest line, the House always wins, is to destroy the Brotherhood of Steel, which I'm always like, oh, I want to though. That's why we're at the NCR, because I can actually make an alliance. Forge an alliance between the NCR and the Brotherhood of Steel and actually fight with the Paladins on the dam at the very end of the game. Something I'm probably gonna do. Because, you know, why throw a mass amount of bodies at an enemy when you can just throw people with power armor and maybe some veteran rangers and then call it good? You can just kind of swath through the middle of the dam, through any of the legionaries, through any of the legions that the that Caesar throws at him, and then just drive him the fuck off the side of the dam. Ignore my ramblings, like I said before. Yep, finished shoveling. I don't care how ugly he looks. After I'm done recording here, though, I'm probably gonna go play some more Modern Warfare. I'm pretty good at Call of Duty in general. As you've seen from hello there, Gecko. As you've seen from my montages, just the Modern Warfare is so much more different. So, Beam and Smokestack have been doing a lot better than I have recently. It's kind of disheartening. Although the thing is, though, is Prophet, who is, I guess, you could say Beam and Prophet compete for having the best. For being the best in the clan, or being the, you know, just being the ones that are most consistent, I suppose you could say, in getting 100 kill games. It's Beam's actually coming out on top. Prophet's kind of falling behind with me. It's just the way the game is played. I think I'm moving way too fast. I'm not checking my corners. I'm so used to being able to slide 30 feet that and then I try and slide, go 5 feet, and then just stop in the middle of the doorway and then get killed. Oh, you big goal. Oh, crap. Headshot. Yeah, that's what I've been doing though recently. That's what all of us have been doing, is playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We got a day one release. We got day one release. Or no, all of us had it during the beta. We all
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits.
Uh-oh. Grab my controller.
What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Good Springs. It's your ass. Don't say you weren't warned.
Alright, cool. Thanks, buddy. I'll be sure not to heed your warning. Zion Zakaria. Ew. like I said, I'm not very good talking to myself, so it's, if I stutter, if I don't know what I'm going to say next, I'll probably just repeat what I said before and then continue to add on to it, because I am not the vernacular type. I can talk to people in person, just whenever I'm trying to imagine someone else sitting there. I'm literally talking into a microphone right now, all of myself in my basement like a little loser. It's kind of difficult for me. I don't know, it doesn't have the same flow as a normal conversation. So I don't really know. Uh-oh, hi there. Get your tire iron out of here. I don't know why I keep taking those casings.
Come on.
Just say, 90mm, yes. I need that.
Come on.
Yeah. Need a little powerful rifle. Well, I actually need to just repair this rifle. Make sure there's more power behind it. There we are. Another condition. What do I do with my caravan shoddy? Vicky and Vance Casino.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
Language.
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Prim going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost.
Did anyone else hear his voice change from the first set of dialogue when he said the town has gone to hell to the second set where he was talking about what happened to the town and what he does for a living? It literally went from a more deep and gruff voice to just different deep and gruff voice though.
Well, I don't got any work right
I thought
now,
it was
sorry to
weird.
say.
I've always thought it was weird.
I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me? Oh, so you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps. That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in. Well, now that you mentioned it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits. They was talking about a chip. Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle.
I was shot in the face.
Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going.
Alright. Howdy, Prim Slim.
Move along. Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Prim Slim at your service. Authentic cowpoke and official spokesspot of the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Yeehaw! Where have you been, partner? Hiding under a rock? Vicky and Vance were this nation's 4th or maybe 5th most infamous celebrity outlaw couple ever. That's who they was. Prim Slim here can tell you the whole story, if you can spare a minute to hear the tale.
Sure, why not? We fill time again.
Yahoo! I ain't had a chance to tell their tale in a mess of years. First things first, any boss you've heard about Vicky and Vance being copycats ain't nothing but ill-tempered slander. Fact is, they begun their crime spree 2 days before Bonnie and Clyde robbed their first bank. So who was copying who? Now, true, Vicky and Vance didn't exactly cut a wide swath of murder and bank robbery across the central U.S. like Bonnie and Clyde did. It was more like a narrow swath of shoplifting, check cashing fraud, and gas pump drive-offs. But crime is crime. They drove reckless, too. Having lived by the gun, well, Vance owned one anyway, it was only fitting that the duo of desperados would die by the gun. Perhaps it was fate itself that accidentally drove them into a crossfire between police and a gang of bank robbers in Plano, Texas. Or maybe they just didn't notice until it was too late. It's been said that Vicky would have tried to cash a bad check in that bank, had she lived. We'll never know for sure. All we know is that the crossfire tore the car and both occupants to pieces, and the police issued an official apology. You can put your eyes on the genuine death car just over yonder, and there's Vance's machine gun in the case next to it.
Wow. So interesting. The case is empty, like usual. The car looks like a piece of crap, but you know, it doesn't matter though. It was the 1930s, it's fine. Alright, let's go get the stupid deputy. Deputy Bagel. Deputy Bagel. What are you doing, Deputy Bagel? I love the guy's idea. Oh, he's a shot. Let's get closer. AI logic. I'm gonna get this safe open later. Now, I've actually never gotten that one open. I've gotten to 100 lockpicking skills so many times in the game, but I never came back to get that one. I'll probably forget I'll probably forget about talking about this, but you know, wishful thinking, I guess. I've always wondered what was in there. Hadouken! Train rack is so weird to use. What was that? Come on. Uh-oh.
You like that?
No, I don't. It doesn't feel good at all. Yeah, I know. Nope, that could have gone a lot smoother. Oh well. Nothing you can do about it now.
I don't suppose you came... Why, yes I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'd be most appreciative if you'd set me free. Indeed I do, good sir. And I would be thrilled to share that information with you as soon as I am released from captivity.
I'm gonna put... Alright.
It would be so very... Well, you look to be a trustworthy sort. Okay, I'll tell you what I know. I overheard them saying that they're on their way to N0VA. If you want to follow them, I strongly suggest that you follow the road through Nipton. There are a lot of dangerous things out in the desert. And you won't have me with you to protect you, as I need to stay here and keep Prim safe. It would be so very...
Well, that's what I'm just gonna do for the speech.
Oh, why,
even though I
of
killed
course.
them all.
I'd never let you fight my kidnappers with my help. Without it. You lead the way.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, I already killed them, so that was pointless. Yeah, water, water, water. No. Oh, since that's pretty low. Alrighty then. I'll take that dirty water for now. And I'm over coming. Alright. Alright, there we go. That took about 20 pounds off me. That was good enough for now. What do we have to do?
Well, that was quite an adventure. We taught those convicts a thing or two, didn't we?
Yeah.
Breaking myself out of a
We sure
hostage
did.
situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course, but it was quite thrilling.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, there's still no law in Prim. What are we to do the next time ruffians menace us and hold us hostage? It should be someone brave like you, but more of a homebody. Someone who'll settle down and watch over us. I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. He may be a good choice. Also, with the NCR so close by, you may be able to get them to take over the town. Not sure why they haven't helped out already. You will? That's just marvelous. I'll start thinking up questions for the interview. The sheriff
Sure.
that was incarcerated up at NCRCF may be a good choice. You also may be able to convince that NCR guy across the road to take the town under his wing. Although martial law doesn't sound so fun.
Yep, sure, whatever you say, buddy. Deputy vehicle. That does not sound lovely at all. Oh my. Huh. Alright, well, I'm just gonna, you know, take this. And, get out of here. It should be 357 somewhere. There it is. Oh, it's 308 actually. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to the NCR soldiers across the bridge over here. See what they have to say, go up to the N0VA outpost, convince yada 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 to send more troops down here, and then have the NCR annex Prim. Yay. As you can tell, like I said before, I've played this game so many times. I still don't get bored though for some reason. I don't know, it's, every single time I go through it, it's still fun. It's not, I don't know, it never gets stale, I guess. Probably one of the reasons why I love it so much. 'Cause I can
Hello?
keep on playing it.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business? We know Prim is a great strategic point, and we aren't blind to the needs of the town, but we're barely holding our own against the powder gangers. We don't have the guns or the personnel needed to carry out our mission, much less take on defending this town as well. What we need more than anything is bodies. If we had just one more squad, we could easily install a sheriff and still handle our primary objective of protecting the interstate south of here. If you'd like to see the NCR include protection of Prim and its duties, then you'll have to get some more troops up here. Knight at Mojave Outpost may be able to help.
Alright.
We won't go quietly. The
It's still...
Yeah? Have you gotten us in?
Legion can
Alright.
count on.
Okay. Oh, wait, no. Ah, there. Okay. I was being blind. Those two quest markers were lining up as one. I thought I was confused why it wouldn't tell me going to said Hayes' tent again. On the road again. Me and my friends gonna get a copyright strike. Keep on singing this goddamn song. I don't like this. I can guarantee you those are not the last ones. So, where did one go? Ah, there he is. Keep on hitting left bumper instead of right for VATS. N0VA to have a patrol station. Oh, that's a very lovely sign. Hi there, Vipers. Jackal.
This is hopeless.
Hadouken. Setting up shop, the Jackal members would, but nope. Give me that Hydra. I don't know. Sometimes the game devs confuse me to no end as to why they choose to do certain things and leave out other things. Like for example, the fact that they had how many nymphs did they have in here? How many prime mantises? 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Yeah, 4 prime mantises inside the cell with a dead rotting body right here. And they had 2 Jackal members walking around inside here, not doing anything. And oh, hello there. And then also they have the raiders outside, just walking around. Even though the raiders and jackals are pretty sure that they're not friendly towards each other. And so it, I don't know, just confuses me. Come on, yes, take. Okay then. There it is. There's probably gonna be some more out here. Yep, I
Found
know.
it.
almost fine, actually.
I'm hit.
Ow! Screw you. I'll take that over here. My baby. My baby. I want to see my doctor's bag, so I'll probably go to a doctor after this. Even though it's gonna be horrible now. Look at that. Oh. Dang it. Stupid freaking ghouls. Alright, whatever. We'll look at that later. That's a scorpion? Or is that a ghoul? Yeah, scorpion. Come on, hit him. There he is. There's your mama. There's your papa. There's me being stung. Oh, Uncle Tim, what the heck? Can you imagine being chased or something like that in real life? Jeez, that would be terrifying. Run! You're the big stinger! It's right on my butt! Oh my gosh! The ugly scrap heap statues. So ugly. Yay! Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna call it here. It's been a fairly good run today. I'll see you guys later. Whee!